Hello Virgo, thanks for tuning in and for your July of 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. My name is Vickieverlie. I'm the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I do Psychic Tarot for over 30 years and I do astrology and channeling and all sorts of stuff. This is going to be a reading using my own deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, and then we're going to follow up with the card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And then if you're a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there's going to be 3 additional cards pulled from these Songs for the Journey Home. I am going back to my old format for regular viewers. I may change it up again, but that's what we're just going to go back to this. It was mixed bag. It wasn't. Some people liked it, some people didn't. So maybe we'll change it up again. But anyways, let's pull our cards for Virgo. I do shuffle the cards thoroughly in between, and now we just do a loose shuffle to let Spirit and higher guidance pull out the appropriate cards for Virgo. For July, I was going to say May. So I was going to say May. So for some of you, there could be some situation that goes back to the time of May that you may be dealing with again now. Okay, we do have another eclipse. This is an unusual time astrology-wise because we're having a third eclipse. Usually we have eclipse season, there's 2 eclipses, one new moon, one full moon. Now we're having a third eclipse for this eclipse season. That's taking place on July 4th in the sign of Cancer, which is harmonious to your, that's taking place in Capricorn, which is harmonious to your Virgo and energy, or fellow Earth sign. And then there will be a second new moon in Cancer. That was the other part of it. Because usually you get 1 new moon and 1 full moon every year for each sign, and we're having 2 new moons in Cancer this year. So that's also unusual. That's occurring this month, and that's going to be on the 20th, and that's in the sign of Cancer. Also harmonious, though, to your Virgo energy. If you don't know your rising sign and you want to know about it, I have a free thing on my website. You can go check it out, and it'll give you a printout of all your astrology, where all your planets are and everything. And I also am offering a video that you can order, you can purchase, that would show you and explain to you what all that means. If that interests you, you can check it on my website. Page of Pentacles. Boy, has this Page of Pentacles been out like in practically every reading. If not here, then in the bonus cards. Page of Pentacles news is coming about money. So, it does represent Earth sign. Now, we're not going to be in Earth sign during this time, but that eclipse, the July 4th eclipse, is in the sign of Capricorn. So this could have to do with that. I wonder if we're going to get another stimulus check. I mean, I don't know if there's been any talk about it, but boy, this has been out for every single sign. So I wonder if they might announce that. That would be nice, huh? I'm not saying that's the truth, but it's so unusual that it's out for every single sign that there's going to be news about money coming in the sign of Earth. But maybe just things are getting rolling again. The economy's getting rolling. People are getting back to work or finding alternative work. I'm not sure, but it's unusual. I mean, you're the 7th one I've done, and I think this one's been out in one form or the other in practically every reading. So that's a little unusual. Yours seems to be connected to these 2 people here. Now, in these general readings, even though these 2 people are depicted as male energy, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily men or male energy. They could be male, female, or anybody. There's no gender in these general readings. So one showing up as air, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. The other is showing up as Earth, again, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So it could be this Virgo energy here. I mean, it's funny I said that. This would be you, though. This one would be you, but it also could be, again, that Earth energy of that eclipse. And another thing is, this one's probably you. And this one, the King of Swords, he's usually he's an air sign. He or she could be an air sign, again, like I said, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But also, sometimes the King of Swords represents somebody having to do with law, a lawyer, sometimes a policeman or law enforcement, but more often it's like a lawyer, a judge, somebody who's dealing with the court. So if any of you are, have some kind of a legal matter coming up, it looks like it would be really favorable and it would go in your direction. You're feeling really stalled. These 2 here are both like, I've had enough of this. Maybe I've just had enough of quarantine. I don't know what it is, but this is like, oh, I've got to have strength and patience, and this is, I'm waiting and I'm having higher enlightenment. In reverse, It's like, that's not, you know, you're tired of it. Yeah, you've been waiting, you've been having patience. Yeah, you've done your reflecting, and you want to move forward. And it's saying a load is lifted off your back. Like something is getting really, this is getting very much better, and it's something that you've been waiting around for, or felt like held back from for quite some time. You do have the wish card in the spread, so if there's any specific thing that you were hoping to find out about when you clicked on this video, this wish card would say, yes, you're going to get what you want. Your wish is coming true. Ideas are coming to you. News and ideas are coming in the time of water, but you know, the Page of Cups often is spirit child. So it's like things that might be coming through from spirit energy, from psychic and spiritual energy, like dreams, messages that come through dreams, or intuition, or synchronicities, or somebody that may be communicating with you from spirit, somebody who's passed on. Or they've heard, for somebody out there, it says they've heard your prayers. So if you've been talking to spirit and saying, hey, grandpa, or whoever, you've been reaching out to somebody and saying, listen, I need your help, I need your help. They've heard your prayers and they are responding, they're going to help you. And there is some sort of victory. The Ace of Swords is some sort of victory or breakthrough. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning, and on many of the decks it'll show like the sun breaking through the clouds, you know. Like all of a sudden there's this big breakthrough through the clouds from this, it's something that seemed impossible, or maybe this is this thing that's been dragging you, you know, you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and dragging it on. All of a sudden there's a breakthrough and it is possible. They're saying what seemed impossible now is possible. So that's the cool stuff. Okay, I'm going to start shuffling up for your animal totem card. I want to let everybody know I am still offering that eclipse solstice reading. Even though it's already passed, the energy is still active for the entire season, and even longer with the eclipse for the next, you know, 6 to 12 months. So it's been really popular. I'm going to keep it open. I've said till the end of June, but I think I'm going to let it go for one more week. We'll go into the first week of July. So if you haven't got it yet and you still want to get it, it will be available. You can find everything on my website, and links to everything in the description below. If you just look at the description, you can find out how to get the decks, the books, the t-shirts. It's all there. Okay? So let's go shuffle up for our Libra, or Virgo. I almost call you Libra, but this is for a reading for Virgo. July 2020, Animal Totem. The Raven, that's a messenger. She brings news. The Raven brings news, and the Raven is very magical too. The Raven is a shapeshifter and works of magic. So you can shapeshift your, I think I even say that, shapeshift your life. Let me read what I wrote first, yeah. Magic, myth, legend, and lore. The Raven is calling you to awaken to the mystery and enchantment. It's time to shapeshift your life into what you want it to be. Yeah, and it looks like there will be an opportunity to do so. There's a lot, eclipses will do that. Eclipses bring about big changes, and it's nothing that you have to necessarily fear. Everybody's like, oh, the eclipse, oh my God. Use that energy, harness that energy. You know, this is, you can make big changes in your life and eclipse your life into what you want it to be during this time. And it's very positive and favorable. It can be. You can harness this energy and use it in that way. It does not have to be anything to be afraid of. Or, you know, don't just let it have its way with you. Take it, say, okay, I know big changes are occurring. I'm going to use this to really modify and change my life and make my wishes come true. Okay, so what I've done here, these are the 3 bonus cards that are going to be for the Patreon level 2 people. If you want to know how that, what I do with that is instead of offering, you have to pay for each reading, you join level 2 Patreon and you have access to all 12 bonus readings. You don't have to pay for each one. So that's how I run my little deal. And you can find all that information again in the video description. If you like this content and would like to see more of it, please do hit the subscribe button. I appreciate everybody who does already subscribe, and everything else that you do to me by liking, sharing, do for me, not to me, just like I just said about the eclipse. But through liking, sharing, commenting, everything that you do, it's all appreciated, donating. And it all goes towards keeping these videos free each and every month on YouTube. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of July in this last eclipse. One more to go, and I'll talk to you soon.